Hello, and welcome back to this Trails Through Daybreak Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. I'm just currently looking through the movie brochures because it's nighttime, and we're going to go do some movies. So, first things first, let's head over to the Tyrell District, go to a Spirit Cinema, and go see a film, one of which we need to attend, the Golden Blood Directionals, in order. What's playing right now? We need to go see the director's cut. Let's go grab a seat. We need to go see this in order to max our fee connect. So, as we can see Fee in the background there. A sinister pharmaceutical company seeks to shake the very foundation of the world with a deadly engineered virus. Tasked with stealing its designs, Zoe and her partner Rick begin sniffing for clues, which leads them to chief developer at the lab. Zoe attempts to get close to her target in a way that she was an A-class spy does best. She, an A-class spy, does best. Words.
Stop it, please! I told you, I've already got a boyfriend.
Oh, I heard you loud and clear. I also recall you saying that he's buried neck deep in debt. Tell you what, I'll pay off his debt in full on one condition. Break up with him and be mine. If you still refuse, then I'm afraid I must ask you to resign. So what'll it be?
Oh, Rick. I'm so sorry. Could you at least look away, sir? I'm really not used to this sort of thing.
My, aren't we shy? Very well. Just don't keep me waiting.
Creepy man.
Yes, that's a good girl. There's absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. Psych! I'm gonna have so much fun stripping you bare.
Gotcha, you naughty boy.
And thus Judith Lannister's Grimcow idea was born? Is that the origin story? Who knows? But we do know we got the tickets to Long Life, so that's where we're heading in the morning. Oh, it's Edith's most famous Spriggan. It certainly is. And there's one of the Bracer Girls' rising stars. Didn't think I'd see you here. Come here to watch something all by yourself? Must be pretty used to life in Calvard if you're taking stuff like this in your free time. Guess you could say that. I've been here for about a month and I'm feeling pretty comfortable now. Can't exactly go sightseeing around the country, so I figured at least take in some of the film culture while I'm here. And I've got plenty of time to kill at night, unlike daytime, so this is a good way to spend it as any. Looks like you just caught the spicy director's cut. What made you go for that? Not that there's anything wrong with a woman seeing it. I mean, everyone's talked about it and Judas in it. Figured if I was going to see any version of it, might as well make it the real deal. They don't leave a lot to the imagination. There was a lot of scenes where I didn't know where to keep my eyes. The spy bits are interesting too. Bracers get up to espionage sometimes, but we don't use the kinds of tactics Judith does. I figured Spexy's spycraft might only be a thing of silver screen, but that's what makes those kind of movies fun, if you ask me. Vance conversation in the theater continued for a brief bit. Soon enough, they parted ways. Oh, look, they've got commemorative brochures. Maybe I should pick one up. Certainly will. And we got the director's cut, and we got the 50 plus there, which is nice. Okay, so first things first is we're going to go to our free time. So we've got some options here. I need to figure out which one is actually best for me to do. So our first free time is words. Anye and Rosette, but I do want to do a Worrying Man search. We're going to do Dishwari's so we can max him out, because I want to max the bonds. Then we've got two choices here. 3, 2, 3, 2. I think perhaps we go for Old Marduk. So, let's do a Worrying Man search to begin with. Trying to max out these bonds. Looks like my guess is right on the mark. There he is. Something in your mind, Inspector? What do you want? Just been looking at a spicy rumor that's been floating around. Something about a scary-looking man who's spending the night searching for little girls' toys. Hey, don't worry, I don't judge. Everyone's got at least one weird hobby or two. It's not a hobby, damn it. I ought to find the low-life scumbag who spread the rumor and cuff him. Alright, I had my fun. There's more to this story, right? Why are you trying to placate your adolescent daughter after upsetting her? Don't tell me I just hit the jackpot. Not quite. My daughter's still Sunday school age. So, you couldn't be there for her birthday, huh? Yeah, just about any little kid's gonna be upset about that. You're lucky she's mature enough not to throw a tantrum over it. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't get to spend much time with her, so I promised I'd absolutely be there for her birthday. You should know better than to make promises you might not be able to keep. The only absolute in this world is that there are no absolutes. Alright, I've had just about enough of you. I'm gonna go head to another shop. This one didn't have what I wanted. What are you trying to find anyway? Why'd you want to know? So you can fling raw insults my way? Because I wanted to help you find it. Figured this was a perfect opportunity to put a cop in my debt. The tone of yours is exactly why I despise. You must really want to put a smile back on your daughter's face, or you wouldn't be roaming around the streets like a bloodhound on a hunt. And I'm guessing you don't want to ask the guild or subordinates for help, so they're busy. But, I've got all the time in the world. I'll help you out of this jam for dirt cheap, just this once. What'd you say? You're as unpredictable as ever. I'm looking for a limited edition dress-up doll. It has a special outfit. My daughter wants it badly, but unfortunately so does everyone else. They're all out of stock all over the city. Trust me, I checked. So, even an expert like you is willing to cast aside his pride for his lovely daughter. I think I might know just the place. Tell me where it is now. Easy, you can't go there. If you do, you won't be able to get your hands in it, and you'll probably land yourself in a real mess. People that find out who you are, you'll be getting sandbagged in no time. You don't mean the goddamn blacklights. I'll be having dinner with my family today for the first time in a while. I really want to hand my daughter the doll then and there. You may lead the way. I can protect myself. Gotcha. Led this wire to the location he had in mind, and we're blatantly going to be in the Blacky Lights. I was starting to wonder on the way here if this is where you were taking me. Don't be like that. I'm just taking you through a nice dingy underground shopping center, Inspector, just like any other in Edith. Look, you're not making this any better for either of us. Wipe that frown off your face already. Alright, I'll stop yucking around. It's your first rodeo, or you've been down it before. I've been all over a decade. This isn't exactly my kind of place, professionally or personally. I swear I just can't wrap my head around it. How could anyone just choose to live down here, and how the authorities could turn a blind eye to how obviously foul it is? It's just beyond me. Well, that's what I'm here for, pal. You wouldn't last a minute down there by yourself. Anyway, time's a wasting. Let's talk to the locals first and see what we can figure out. Van and Inspector Soiree inquired with Gabriella, the proprietress of the local drinking hall. She informed them about a new scamper who had recently arrived. The two decided to try their luck visiting him. Yeah, you're in luck, mate, my good man. I've got exactly what you're looking for. I just put those dolls up on display. You don't know what I had to work to obtain them. Those things aren't easy to come by. Well, it goes out saying if you move forward with it, it ain't gonna be the most legit sale you've ever done. Just putting that out there. What you decide to do with that information's up to you. I don't need some street rat like you lecture me about morals. What have I? Sure. Hell, I'll take one. How much do you want? Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Me 10,000 mirror, thank you very much. You serious? It's 10 times MSRP. I better give you a goddamn good reason why. I just explained to you, these dolls are quite the hot commodity right now. I simply ain't charging what the market is willing to pay. Like hell. You think you can get away with fleecing me? Ha! Don't hurt me. Sorry, doesn't look like you know who this guy is. Let me fill you in. You're looking at the personal bodyguard for this district's head honcho. Wanna guess how he got so strong? By setting crooks straight by force when they step out of line. I hear you're new here, so I guess nobody took the time to fill you in. Can't fault you for that. But now you know who you're dealing with, you might want to reconsider cutting them at a discount. Otherwise, life's gonna come at you real fast in just a couple of seconds. Oh, I'll give you no more retail price plus furnace fees to compensate for my labor. Does that sound fair? Still a snake to the bitter end. He knows what's up now, at least. What's your call, boss? Deal? Yeah, I'll take it. Fantastic. Another satisfied customer you've made. I hope this taught you a valuable lesson. Be careful how you do business down here. Got it? Let me ask you one more question before I leave. What on Zamoria made you decide to come live in a place like this? That's a weird question to ask, but if I had to say, well, got it in the end. Shame it ended up costing more than the retail price, but beats not getting it at all. True. It'd have costed me an arm and a leg bird not for your quick wit. We owe it to that terrifying scowl on your face. You'd never report my story otherwise. You seriously need to work on your compliments. Anyway, you really are a strange one. I doubt anyone in history of Blacklight has ever asked a question like that one. I was quite surprised at the answer I received. I don't even know how to live in the sun's light. When I first visited that district, I quickly realized the outside world's logic doesn't apply there. I had the same feeling all over again. Although I understand now it's thrusting our logic on the people isn't the way forward. Probably shouldn't be saying this as an enforcer of the law, but while I can't say I understand their way of thinking, nor can I accept it as right, I can acknowledge that there may be things in this world that are neither black nor white. That's so. Well, it's time for this lawless ruffian to get out of your hair. Hope she likes her present. As do I. The relief it provides will no doubt be momentary. This is the first time I made her sad, but it won't be the last time. Pessimism is real. Did a depressing air in the Blacklight district get into you or something? Quiet you. Let me leave you with this. You can think the world of someone, but if you don't put your feelings into action or words, they'll never know. Deep down, though, I'm sure she already knows you really care about her. You just gotta keep trying to show it. The three dotted anime sounds, of course. Well, I'm out. Just treat me as a canned coffee sometime and we're square. Peace. I can't get a read on that guy. Daddy. GG.
I'm really sorry. I know how busy you are and I shouldn't have been so mean to you.
I'm sorry too. To show I mean it, I got you a little something special. Van quietly left the scene as if he had never been there at all, and with his work done, he returned on his patrol.
You've got some spirit, I guess.
Nice.
I didn't say a word.
The investigator that understands grey, and we received Justice Badge. Nice. We've maxed up another bond, which is always handy. Right, we've got one more free time, and we've got a choice to choose Rosette or... yay. And I think we go. Maybe we should go for Rosette. Who's closer to being maxed out? I realise I'm not going to be able to do all the bonds in one turn. But I did want to do that Tishwari's one, I'm not going to lie. Right. Rosette. We'll do Rosette Twinings. Why not? They returned to the office.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Arkhide. I hate to impose like this, especially so late, but I sincerely appreciate it.
You were mentioning something about the features and development for the simulator, right? Sure I'm the man you want for this? Sounds like it'll go way over my head.
There's something that is only you can help me with. Could you please take out your Zilpha?
What do you want with that?
Holocore system gathers a wide variety of data, not biological. This time, I'd like to test information-based shard replication functionality too. Perhaps it's faster if I just show you. Are you ready to begin?
I didn't get all that, but sure. You just need me to connect my Zilpha, right? Nice. Whoa. Bring Creole. Creole Village.
Our records indicate this is the data set that was generated 2 months ago. This reflects the village state upon your accepting Miss Al-Fayed's request.
Now, so use something like geographical data to make this copy? Man, your tech just keeps throwing curveballs at me. Hell, even the villagers are going through their motions. It's like some kind of memory quartz.
Due to high information density in these settings, the fine details aren't perfectly accurate. Do you pardon that?
Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out. This was before you tagged along anyway.
Indeed it was. I now see this village is quite a homely place. Though we haven't implemented the audio emulation quite yet, I can almost hear the ambience of the village already.
Backwater through and through, and all the beauty that comes with it. Reminds me, the village is hosting the Harvest Festival soon. Bet they'll dress up the place nice and pretty for that.
Would you be interested in participating myself someday? Let us advance into the next memory.
Is this going to be Langport?
These orange lanterns are gorgeous.
Looks like we're in Langport's eastern quarter. When we came here, we had to deal with Hathaway and Almada. Still enjoyed seeing the place again, though. Hard not to get wrapped up in all the eastern charms.
Know what you mean. Villian nights are beautiful. The gorgeous night sky is enchanting.
Not sure if I'll go that far, but yeah, the night view is pretty damn great. And the ocean view from the harbor, especially in the evening.
Then let me extract the evening data.
Be good if anyone gets homesick. Nice. Yet another curveball.
You were exaggerating. The view from here is breathtaking.
Sorry if it's a little much.
Isn't it all? I could watch the gentle swaying of the waves for hours. In that case,
Why don't you come in here in person sometime? Some mountain of delicious food and the Eastern Theater performance alone are worth the trip.
sounds lovely. I think I'll do that someday. I hate to put an end to this, but we have our test results now. I'll go ahead and end the simulation. We're back. Strictly speaking, we never left the room in the first place. How did you feel about this new functionality?
Remember of how crazy shard tag really is, that's for sure. Honestly, I'm even more excited to see this fully realized than I am the combat portion.
I agree with you. Thankfully, we managed to record some excellent data. Things will hopefully continue to progress smoothly.
I gotta say, you look pretty happy while we were doing that.
As embarrassed as I'd like to admit it, I can't claim otherwise. All I had until now were pictures and videos. For a while, I thought that'd be all I have. I was content for just imagining them. But thanks to Mr. Arkhide, I now get to experience places for myself. If I hadn't taken so long to join you, I might have even been able to see the places we just simulated. I'm a little jealous of the others.
You've been through a hell of a lot in your life, haven't you? Tell me to pry, but it's the impression I got after what happened on the last trip.
That would be a fair assessment. Regardless of that, I owe a great debt of gratitude towards the Marduk Company and Mr. Thorndyke by extension. I wouldn't be here, helping as your concierge, if it weren't for them. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity. That in of itself is a great privilege, and more than enough for me to feel fulfilled and satisfied.
Don't go be humble. We're happy to have you here, too, you know. Don't forget we got our trip back to Longlight coming up, too. No, it's kind of last minute and not exactly meant for us, but we might as well have all the much time to relax. Still hope you enjoy yourself while we're there. You deserve it as much as anyone else.
Thank you, Mr. Arkhide. Just the offer to join you is exhilarating. Whether it's local cuisine, beautiful vistas, or the relaxing hot springs, I'm looking forward to it all.
After that, he returned to his nighttime prowl.
I almost forgot I was on the clock for a moment there.
Certainly, the perfect supporter. And connection level 5, the ultimate Spriggan. Nice. And then with all of that, we are now able to leave. Exit the movie theatre, yes. So we have to go and do a little bit of a roundabout check. So we're going to go to Old Town first and check out El Bistro. Do our rounds. Hey, Ballad, you guys closing up shop for the day?
Still very busy. We really had a good day today. Lots of customers. If you want anything, just let me know. We're still open for a bit longer.
I'll let you know,
No need to say anything, Van. It's okay. Thanks for looking out for me and you, May. I really appreciate it. It caught me off guard seeing him, but I don't regret it. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk.
Alright, if you're sure. If he starts giving you trouble, let me know and I'll deal with him. If it doesn't look like he'll be a nuisance, I think anyway. Not from how he was acting at least, so maybe I don't gotta worry after all.
I don't think you do. He's making sure to put mine and Yume's feelings first.
Not a pry, but does she and your old man know anything?
Not yet. I plan to talk to them soon. Won't be an easy conversation to have either. Especially Yume. I'm a little worried about her.
Gotcha. She might be too young for that kind of talk.
So I'm thinking. Might speak with my dad about it first, but I don't know how to approach it yet.
Carefully. I think I might have an idea, if you two are up for it. Well, I've said what I think needs to be said. The rest is up to her. Back to patrolling I go. Interesting. Everyone's in their rooms. We're gonna head to El Riverside next.
Off we go.
Go see old Bomotti and the bulletin board. So we'll go the bulletin board first.
Alright.
Looks like we got for Spriggan. Without You. I'm part of a two-guy lighter group called Without You, With You. Tonight we're scheduled all the street points in the entire realm, but my partner Lola has gone missing. Could you help me search for her? We're waiting in the Brothers Music Shop. Sounds grand. Well, let's get this over with. Nice. So we need got a Spriggan.
Well,
Young lovers. Cafe Bomotti.
Isn't Van?
Oh, shoot. What am I trying to get at here is... Oh, you know.
Come on, it's enough for one day, isn't it?
Don't change the subject. It's you, the Spriggan.
Van. Hey, Dodo, let me keep ya. Don't fancy third wheeling, so how about I leave you two to...
Stay, Dingle the jerk. He just left me behind, and what did he learn? Nothing. He's doing it again.
She's kinda loud drunk. You know, if Dingo's being such a jerk, why not just tell him yourself? You're mighty close to him right now.
I sure did. I told him off real good. And what did he do? Just blew me off. Didn't listen to a thing I said. And here I am working so hard to follow in his footsteps. I just want to...
That's longer than I expected. Yes, she did. Sorry, that was an embarrassing way for you to find us. Don't sweat it, not like I don't know you well enough at this point. Girl's got some balls, though. Follows you in all the way to Therabad, gets kidnapped and caps it off with a night of drunken complaints. It's not like she's not even phased. That might be my fault. I probably shouldn't have been soft on her after the fact. To try to get it through to her that she needs to be more careful. Carelessness doesn't seem to be clocked in tonight, from the looks of it. I'll have to try again some other time. I definitely can't have her knowing where I'm going next time I travel. Losing you be like her wouldn't be that hard for you to do, right? But you sure it's worth it? Don't want to upset the cute little missy by pushing her away. She's got a thing for you. I said it before, we're from different publications. Rather than friends, we should be rivals. It's not that it really matters much. Should probably be rivals even if you worked in the same space. Be rival or not, she looks up to you. That at least should mean something to you, yeah? Huh. Finally got a lead on one of the topics I've been pursuing. You know me, all the investigations are grey areas at best. The rest pitch black, of the worst kind, and you know that. I'd much rather she stay far, far away from that world. Maybe it's wrong of me to make decisions for her, but I don't want her to follow in my footsteps. She, should walk a brighter, more honest path. For someone who denies taking her under your wing, you've sure got an overprotectiveness when it comes to her. Look who's talking. You and your growing office of assistance you'd stick out your neck for. Hey, Van. If you... Nothing. You're going on a trip with your assistants, right? Should be a good time. Take the time to enjoy yourselves. I will. It's the plan, at least. I swear it's just as quick and creepy as Kitty used to be. How the hell do you know about that? That's for me to know.
Back off. Don't get too cushy with him, Dinko. She's not fair.
Whatever, I'll buy you a souvenir. Don't get to complain if you don't like it. I trust you pick something good. We certainly will. Right, we should have one more thing to do in our little night rounds. So let's head to the Sudden districts first. We're going to go to
Off we go.
the old kebab van, and we're going to go visit Kanza. The oldie kebab van. She's going to drill the tower, which is rather impressive. I'm guessing that's going to become a thing for us at some point. Go to the speaks of the old kebabi van. Can we see anyone here? Oh, there's Max. Is that... Well, look what we have here. An inspector and a bracer shooting shit. Man, if you two can be friends, the capital's in good hands.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends. The guild's not the CID. They're far from our allies. At best, we're rivals. Given how much our work overlaps, we often see each other in the field, respect each other as fellow public servants. So rivals we may be, but we can still share a drink or two. Ooh, hey, you care to join us? I'm good. Gonna stretch my legs a bit more. Fair enough. Drinking with the old dogs like us isn't the most attractive offer, I guess. You know, I'm sure Elaine wouldn't mind having a drinking buddy after work. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. That reminds me, I heard you pitched in during that mess in Basel. I heard from Elvis. You sound like you made yourself pretty busy.
Well, what I was there for, yeah, but I helped out where I could.
How about next time you let us know when you're gonna be headed beforehand? That way we can clean up these messes that you inevitably get into.
Because I'm totally the one causing them, right. But in case you'd like to know, most of next week I'll be in Arkhide free here in Edith. Me and the gang are taking a little vacation.
Not a bad idea. I bet you could use the break. Where you headed?
Figured it'd be nice to get away from the hustle and bustle for a while, so we're headed to Longley for a little hot springs trip.
Longley? My wife and I went there for our honeymoon. Beautiful place. I'd love to take my daughter there someday, if I could ever get the time off.
Work to the bone, huh?
Yep, and whose fault is that, you think? Well, you picked a good time to go there. Autumn leaves are stunning in Longley. Since you'll be down there anyway, say hi to everybody for me, will ya?
Yeah, you're from around there, aren't you? Wait, could you not go guessing at my background?
Sorry. Just your fine info was enough to tell. A personal favor, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you burn some incense from old master while you're there.
Sure. Read me like a book. Taking a trip? I'd love to take one with the gals myself. There he is.
Back in the land of the living, are we? Last we saw, you plastered yourself to sleep. Figured I'd drop you off at the precinct, but I can stop laughing at your face, man. You two are in cahoots, perhaps?
No comment, don't go lumping us together.
Well, you gotta give me the cold shoulder, man. The trip really does sound nice.
So go take one. You know, yourself. What's the point in taking a trip alone? Isn't there a perfect chance to kindle the flames of romance, you know? Right, should I know? You're really gonna push your luck and butter him up with some trip? She didn't just magically forget what happened. Moving on from that, okay? See, we met up last time. She said I could come by again sometime if I wanted to. The kids, you said you're a weirdo, mister. Can you stop by again? I want to talk to you some more. Of course she was nice to you. She's a freaking waitress. Yuma's reaction said it after all. You are a weirdo. I know I took you on your request, but man, get your head out of your ass. Basic courtesy ain't affection. Damn fucking straight. I know, I'm just trying to make amends. I'm sure I'd love it if they could let me back into their lives, but I just gotta take the first step myself. Want to make up all the time we should have spent together. That's my new golden life, putting a smile on their faces as well. Guess that was a wake-up call he needed. Guys learned he can't just treat life like it's one big game.
Sounds like you two you've had your share of run-ins. Didn't he bring his car? I saw it parked outside. Of course he did. I'll lug him over to the precinct and he can sleep it off there.
Damn fucking straight. Right. Set to Tyrell. Head to the brothers' music shop. Should I talk to the idol about her friend? You know, she's your free time points. We're obviously going to talk to the client. I used my free time points. So, the idol. You must be the idol that put in the request. Sailor, right? Nice to meet you.
Rumors really are true. Does that mean you want to hear me out?
Probably, but it's not to get standing around like this. We don't want to grab a seat and take it from there. So this is a side quest that seems to be one that's part of the story, but there we go. You mentioned you were supposed to be putting on a street performance tonight, but it sounds like your partner didn't show up when she was supposed to.
Lulu did mention to me she had to work hard today.
Said she'd be done after sunset, so planned to meet up here directly once she got off her job. It was great to see her, and later she was nowhere to be seen. 1 hour passed, I still haven't heard from her. Decided to visit her place. Pretty reasonable thing to do.
When I got there, I knocked on the door and I didn't get an answer. I have a key to her apartment, but she lent me, so I used it to poke my head inside and found a note she left on the table. Reading the note left me concerned, so that's when I contacted you, and hopefully you could look into it.
What's written on the note?
Only 2 things were scribbled down in it. One was a name I didn't recognize, Clement, and the other was part-time, 100,000 mire an hour.
1,000 an hour? That's what we charge as a base rate. It's pretty damn good for some side hustle. She might even say too good. Probably screamed something up and up, you know? Not on the up and up.
Figured it was a distinct possibility.
Clement, he got himself involved in all kinds of stuff. Different son Lula is another victim of whatever it is and his people are scheming. So, she comes from the countryside, she's not in Scarlet Heart and tends to take people for their word, for better or worse. I'm scared she might have got herself into. I understand from this point you give me, from what you told me, this is definitely a job for a Spriggan. I'm seeing to his urgent, I'll go ahead and get to work immediately. Don't mention it, a little more about Lulu, has she been acting strange? Yes, now you ask. I've been seeing her spending lots of time with an elderly woman who looks pretty well off. I asked her about it, she said she was escorting her as part of some volunteer work. Somebody doing anything like that felt very strange. Slight of her wanted to help and all, but I know for a fact she shouldn't have really had the time to spare. Okay. So that was the hunch, so we need to find this old woman and we need to find him. Brought her close to Jardine Boutique Don and stopped by the station. Does that help you at all? Good dropping off me to start looking for her. I'll make my way straight to the boutique and talk to her. Okay. We're not over to the boutique. I'm going to have a little ass conversation. Newman, how can I help? Wanted something actually. Asked her as a Welsh moon. Suppose you were referring to Madame Daphne. She's one of our regulars. She happened to stop by a few days with accompanied by a young woman. Thought it was Madame Daphne's granddaughter, but I must be mistaken. So, we're going to get a topic to speak about. Haven't seen them today, a correct assumption. Frequents Erlen's store in the Cedar District as well as her own. She may have visited there today instead. I know she's on good terms with the manager. Thanks for the info. You're quite welcome, sir. Over to Cedar I go. Are we just going to get ferried around? Okay, we're on here. Let's make our way.
Guess it's time for me to leave. Welcome to Erland, sir.
Topic, Daphne and
Let me ask
Lula.
you something.
Daphne and Lula, they're regulars here. They dropped by earlier this afternoon and right on time. We're of their relationship. I met Lula recently. She volunteers for this assisted living non-profit. Elderly and disabled people with stuff like that. Lula's a big help for her. Gotcha. Daphne isn't exactly help for money. You know, Daphne isn't herself. She wanted to pay Lula directly. She knows she gets some payments from the program. She's a volunteer, but she gets paid for helping Daphne. It's an awfully roundabout way of doing things. Just seems like a contradiction, no? So we can figure this one out. Kinda. So, let's figure this one out. So those two came by earlier. Any idea where they headed? So something about showing Daphne the place where she works. Think there could be a concert hall in Riverside. Let's go then. We'll take that. Let's have a little talk to these. Can I buy stuff?
We have full confidence in our products.
None of them are particularly great
We'll
for
wait
us.
your next visit.
That's okay. So let's head to Riverside. The concert hall.
Taking off now.
Is that Judith?
That should get him off my tail. Wait, you?
Heck of a coincidence running into you here, especially at this hour. So the article is some buzz radar, by the way. On the run from paparazzi right now?
What if I am? To be clear, the article is
Don't worry, I can make my guess. You checking out talent sports figures who've got ties to the mafia, yeah? Can't say I blame you. Smartest thing, the why of things aside, he has been going all around these shady spots for weird reasons.
You got detailed information on him?
Can't exactly spill too much, but I can tell you this. You can lay off the red comet. He's 100% clean, trust me. At least when it comes to what we're looking into.
You gotta be kidding me. So what was I even doing all this for?
And I got chewed out by Mom and Grammy for it too.
Got complaints about how you're handling your other job?
Other job? I have no clue what you could possibly mean.
Van, what are you doing here? And who would this woman be?
It's Elaine.
This Elena Claire, the bracer. I swear it's just one thing after another. I have to go, but don't you dare think you've beaten me. That was Judith Lannister, right? The actress?
You know her?
Sort of. We just met at an event before. Imagine you'd be more familiar with her than I am. Heard you two got acquainted in Tharbad. Well enough to meet you outside of work, too, it looks like.
It ain't like that. Have a little faith in me.
Alright then. So, what are you actually doing out here in Riverside at this hour?
Search for someone, actually. Someone who got dragged into working an underworld job without being aware of it.
Have you guys taken an underworld job too?
You up to the same thing?
One of the scam victims made a request to the braces. Look for a man like Kermit right now. He's likely to go between the Hyde part-timers.
He sure gets around. We're basically barking up the same tree then.
I came to Riverside because we had a report that Kermit had been spotted here. Do you mind if I tag along?
Not at all. Might make things easier for all of us.
An idol named Lulu. Definitely looks like she's an unwitting pawn in this game.
I'll honestly put her a whole lot of trouble. Let's check out the concert hall. We don't get your girl as a set one, but let's head towards the concert hall then.
Well,
Boom, 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 and let's speak to the ticket clerk.
Another happening night in store.
Can I go through?
such a pretty song.
Nice. Right.
Let me ask you something.
She was on the stage today. You know where she is. I've been thinking about her a lot as of late. I did happen to see her. It struck me out that she was talking to some older woman. That's the lead. Did you ever what they were talking about? Grabbing some tea at the food store. Something about trying tacos. Nice. So let's go to the taco store.
Another happening night. All right.
Alright. Head on up. We don't really know the extent of Elaine and Van's relationship. They have the scent of former lovers about them. But let's see.
Hello. Thank you. Yummy. You there. This here's the finest. Come again now.
Bring up Daphne and Lua. Alright, I just got dark when Lulu and the old lady stopped by the store. They're gonna meet up with some middle-aged man. He was waiting for them at the table. Kind of odd group, if you ask me. Middle-aged man. Might be Clement. Notice anything out of the ordinary? Couldn't hear the way from me. It took them a good while before the man got real worked up. Things got heated, so they left, right across the river. Don't know anything else. So they went across the river. We need to follow their trail, and now I would say they're most likely in an alleyway somewhere, which, look, an alleyway. And we can see a girl. An old woman.
What am I going to do? I can't believe this happened.
This might be who we're looking for. Okay. We pretended to... A neighbouring brace and her assistant. This must be the ghost's hand. Yes, I'm Daphne. I'm just confirming that. Lulu was helping you. Mind telling us what happened? I have something to share with you. Lulu was taken away by a man called Clement. This is getting urgent. That's right. Until today, I wouldn't have picked him as anything less than a kind and trustworthy man. He wanted to discuss something with Lulu and me. He decided to sell me some kind of medical insurance. Sounds great. Clement couldn't answer me. He must have got on suspicions because she also started asking questions. He didn't like that at all, started yelling at us, and then he dragged Lulu away. So around, I contact the police of the guild. I don't know what to do. I think I've got the picture. We'll do the best to find them. Do you know where she might have taken him to? Where did you lose time? Must have gone into the black, right? Undoubtedly. We need to head over there quick. I'll wait by the entrance. Tell me when you're ready. Is this the entrance to the black light? It certainly is. Let's fucking go. Head to the black light restaurant and save Lulu. Together the three of them headed to the Barlight district in pursuit of Lulu's kidnappers, and so...
You stupid bitch. You had to run your mouth, didn't you? All you had to do was sit quietly next to me and not act like a good girl. Everything would have been just fine. But no, you had to go and run your mouth. Now all that money I could have swindled is gone. All down the drain.
How could you deceive a woman like Daphne? That's just horrible. If I knew what was you were after, I would never have gone along with any of this.
Newsflash, I don't give a shit. You have a job to do. And that's all that matters, you understand? You sucker people in with the sweet innocent face of yours, and then I swoop in for the kill. I figured the old hag would be an easy target, but nope. She's sharper than she looks. I've still got some tricks on my sleeve. Maybe I can pull something else on her. I've got this insurance plan, and you're gonna get her to take it out for me, alright?
Why would I?
Don't even start with me. You took on this job and you accepted my payment. It means you're obligated to do the work, little lady. Your feelings can't do the job for you. Don't go run out on no deal here. You're gonna regret it, capiche?
I told you, if it's the mirrored one, you can have it back. I don't care.
No, it's not how it works. It's not about the money. It's about the deal. You can't just walk back on the deal now. You've taken it, see? You're in there. You're in for it now, whether you like it or not. Now be a good girl and stop.
Let me stop you right there.
Who are you?
The hell you want?
The hero gangster's come to save today. I'm shaking in my boots.
You ain't it, I'm a Spriggan. I don't give a rat's ass about goody two shit. I'm here because my client told me to fetch the girl. Exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm asking you nicely to hand her over.
Great, what are you pricks? Guess what I needed? Buddy, you're barking up the wrong tree. The girl's with us. She ain't going nowhere. Yeah, if you don't get out of my face this instant, we got problems. You heard the boss. Scram.
Oh no man, what a friggin' dumbass. Guard, he thinks he can walk up by himself and take on all of us?
Who said he was alone? I know that face. Elena Claire?
Of all the goddamn times. Nice work, Elaine. You got the girl.
How did you... What the...
You shouldn't... Over here. Is that you?
You're not getting away with you little... Forgot about me already, pal.
Run, you two. We'll take care of these guys. Thank you.
Shitting me.
You want some more? Looks like you guys don't know when to stay down.
Put your hands up and surrender yourselves. You're only digging yourselves deeper.
For the love, seriously, I'll break. There ain't a Spriggan ganging up on me. Shit blows. What are you doing? Did I say you could just lie there? Did I? Get your asses up and get them.
Okay, you guys are gonna be real sorry.
Deploying sharks.
I don't think we are.
I'll kick your ass. Your time's run out. Let's have some fun.
Bam. Seemingly their speed is better than mine. Knights of Asteria.
Focus unleashed.
Going all in.
Normally you can only take out two of them.
Oh, radiant wings. Knights of Asteria. Boost gauge upgraded.
And we take it.
A chance.
We take them down real quick.
Van, your turn.
Aerial Buster.
We can win. Engaging skill.
Have some more.
Van, your turn. Too slow.
Son of a...
Nice. A little bit of levels. To your mum, up to there.
Jig's up, pal. You're the only one left standing.
Master, please.
I'm taking you to the guild. You have a lot to answer for. Your crimes here and your relationship with A. Do I make myself clear?
Anything but that.
So, it was working for them all along. Set, track. Let you handle the rest. Make sure the guy pays for what he's done and pays good.
Of course. You have a good night. Promptly taken back. After some time, Van escorted Lulu and Sailor back to the Tyrell district. And we received some money and a little bit of grey and law. Nice. we're pretty even.
Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you. You can't thank you enough. I admit, at first I was really like, that's Elaine's guy. The way you two moved in perfect sync was dazzling. I'm kind of jealous.
Huh?
Read the room, Lula. Ignore her. Come on, let's go.
Finish your job already?
This is Fee.
Hey there.
Sorry for going off on my own fee.
It's no biggie. I'm just glad everything got taken care of. Besides, I've got no interest in being a third wheel.
We're not...
You're gonna have to go easy on her. She's more touchy than she lets on. For example, if you start moving the conversation just a little bit towards her age.
First off, not funny. And second, I'll have you know that I'm still in my early 20s.
Of course. My apologies, ma'am.
Don't feel bad, Elaine. I can be a little sensitive about my age too sometimes. Anyway, I'll go report to the guild for you. Have some fun, you two, okay?
She can be such a tease.
Ain't she something, though? Not every day a Jaeger formed from a famous corpse like Zephyr joins the guild, let alone one trained by the Purple Lightning. Shows up immediately and helped out in Tharbad. She's got a lot of room to get even better, I reckon.
At this rate, she may even surpass my records. Though, sometimes a dark expression crosses her face. She must miss her friends back in Erobonia dearly. Regardless, I admit she's been a massive help to have around. I think she's beginning to settle here little by little.
Once a student council president, always a student council president.
You don't get to say that. I was still only vice president when you were around.
Renee did things differently, so it was up to you to play the perfect press. Remember the play we did on our last day of the festival where you...
Oh, you do not get to bring that up again. It was all your fault.
Isn't that?
It's gotta be. I wonder what they're talking about.
Sucks to be famous, huh?
It's pros and cons. When I introduce myself, sometimes I can make use of my reputation. Much like how you call yourself a Spriggan.
True enough.
So we know we went to school together.
I imagine you've already eaten dinner. I had enough to hold me over, but I could go for a drink. Want to come with me?
Trails through Daybreak.
Dingo, why won't you just listen to me? I need you with me at the Tyrell times.
Like I said, I'll leave the honest journalism to you. Sorry for the trouble, Bramati.
Oh, please. This is nothing. Don't you worry about a thing. Still, if you ask me, I think you're more than ready to leave the back alleys yourself. It's been 8 years, you know.
It's not a matter of how much time's passed. Besides, I feel like my current path suits me better at this point. You should be saying that to Van.
Oh my! Is that him? Cheating on me with Shino? I can't say I'm not jealous, but she's been refining her craft a lot lately. Oh my, my!
Looks like our boy might finally be starting to move on.
I want to chase scoops together.
Here are the gimlet and grasshopper that you ordered.
Thanks. They've both got just the right amount of foam.
Your shaking technique has really improved, Shino. I'm impressed.
Thank you for saying so, but I'm still not a patch on Bramati. Well, please enjoy your drinks.
Curious.
Ah, this is lovely. Still, I see you like even your cocktails sweet.
Well, not all the time. Come to think of it, I've shot back a few with Renee, but I guess this is my first time doing it with you, huh?
We were too young, remember? Although I suppose that didn't stop you at the school festival after party.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
I swear, you two are why they say boys will be boys.
Considering someone has been avoiding me all these past 4 years, we haven't really run into each other much. But come to think of it, we ended up with a lot of shared acquaintances, Bamotti, Shino, and I suppose that even that actress qualifies now.
Don't look at me like that. She's just a client, that's all. Just what happens when two folks work the same city. Especially when our jobs are like two sides of the same coin.
Suppose you're right. Though what does that make Rene, heads or tails?
He's the edges, so the guy with the coin in the palm of his hand.
Good point. Though I think he made a very fitting career choice when he decided to join the Ministry of Home Affairs before graduation. Never expected to end up transferring to the CID when it was established to become a rival of sorts.
That's just the kind of guy he is, like how he acts venerable older brother figure, even though he's only a year older than us.
Incidentally, he seemed surprised when he learned I was joining the guild. Happily, he wasn't opposed either. He's like my only ally outside of my circle of friends, after a certain someone disappeared. You really haven't changed at all these last 7 years. Or is it the last 15 for that matter?
We're talking about not changing. You know it's your fault I ended up with such a sweet tooth, right? All you did was stuff a poor impressionable van full of chocolate and macarons from your family biz all the time.
Perhaps, but Rene got just as stuffed and avoided sugar addiction. But I can only think you were doomed to end up this way regardless. I really don't remember having this much of a sweet tooth when we were younger, though. Are you sure something didn't happen after? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rip at old scars.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I don't have any regrets about ending up this way. It's a bit of fun in life. Employees are all look at me funny, but if they're gonna complain about me loving sweet stuff, they can give theirs to me, I say.
Still have mixed feelings about your career choice. But I've been feeling a little better about it lately, seeing the sort of people you're attracting. I really didn't expect you to end up with a student of Professor Hamilton working under you, though.
Attracting is definitely the right word. It's like I'm a magnet for the hard cases these days. I guess Rosette's technically different since she's on loan from Marduk.
Mostly shocked at just how much you seem to trust her. Not that I have any doubts about how capable she is, given her employer.
Oh, she's capable, alright, and I know I can trust her. Just wish I could say the same about our bosses. Marduk's so shady. You can see the shadow for shells. You ain't got anything on them, do you?
They're as much of an enigma to us as the society is, I'm afraid. Still, you're the one who has a contract with them. Good job signing away your soul to the Selch-Long Shadow.
Shino, give me an Alexander, would ya?
I would like a white lady, please. Certainly.
This is all very enlightening. Damn, I really wasn't expecting you to go and foot the bill. How's a guy supposed to look suave if you won't even let him pick up the check?
Was the only one who invited you here. And please, that idea is old-fashioned and covered is so old-fashioned it's covered in moss. You're gonna go away next weekend with your team. If you really want to buy someone something nice, treat them instead. Besides, I'm sure you're already aware, but being an A-rank bracer pays rather well.
Rub it in more, why don't you?
You can treat next time. How does that sound?
You're on. The tab will be way bigger next time anyway. Can always call Rene too. Oh wait, I've got a better idea. Let's save that for when we go someplace really expensive. In his line of work, the guy's probably loaded by now.
Oh, you. I'm going to take a cab home. You're taking the subway back.
No buses run this late. Night, Elaine. Here's to a good working relationship from here on out.
That will be entirely dependent on you. Good night, Van.
Van!
What's up?
Are you really going to go on that trip?
What? Ooh. What's gotten into?
It's nothing. I hope you have a good time. Don't forget, you're a leader now. Don't get too carried away out there, okay?
What was that all about? Haven't seen her act like that since we were kids. It's been so long since we first met in Arkhide of all those years ago. She was the daughter of the biggest family in the area, bred the son of a government man slaving away his life far from home, and I... Sounds like she stopped talking to her family after joining the guild, though. Maybe there's some kind of problem in her personal life she's not talking about. Not like it makes up for what happened 7 years ago, but maybe I should talk to her about it sometime. Very, very enlightening. So he's from Oricon, wherever that is. I'm guessing we'll go there. I would hope. November 14th. 12:08, 6:30 a.m.
Okay, I'm gonna head out now.
We'll be right here when you get back. Be careful now. Take good care of her for us. We're counting on you.
I know.
She's in safe hands with us.
Thank you for looking after her. If she starts being selfish or making a fuss, don't be afraid to give her a talking to.
Oh, we're taking the kid.
We want you to have lots of fun, but we also need you to be a good girl, okay? And don't forget to brush your teeth and use the bathroom before you go to bed.
I won't.
She's always a good girl. She'll be fine. We'll make sure to keep a close eye on her at all times. I'll be there too.
Hey, I can help her pick out some souvenirs or something.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Well, this conversation might take a while, so I think I'll go make us some coffee first.
That's why she's coming with us.
Fucking Maxim. Lungen.
Vroom, vroom. This car's the bestest, isn't it?
The little kid's easy to please. And what's wrong with that? It's good to enjoy the little things in life.
Glad Ian was understanding about her coming along with us.
I was hoping we wouldn't have any issues since she's so young. Sure enough, we didn't. Best in long line knows how to do right by its customers.
It's considerate of you to propose when we look after her. Her guardian might have much to discuss after all. I imagine they got to it right as soon as we left. Maxim may end up having to talk with Victor, too.
There's no shortage of things he's got to answer for. If he wants to be a part of their family, he's got to rebuild those burned bridges, brick by brick.
And if he screws it up and gets himself burned, I'll point and laugh my ass off. Family.
Ooh, a pit stop.
Like a light already, huh? Well, it's early morning for her. I'm not surprised she's tired. It's almost 9 a.m. If you said we would be arriving around 12:30, if I recall.
Somewhere around there. Since we got Yumi with us, I'm planning to make a couple of pit stops.
I wonder who's calling.
Don't recognize this number either.
Hello. Sorry for calling you so early in the morning.
Well, this is a surprise.
Nina, isn't she... She's not just becoming a job for a while ago.
Oh, I didn't expect everyone to be with you. Wait, are you on the road?
Yeah, but we are on a major one, so we can't get decent enough signal. We're actually going to be out of town for a few days. You didn't have another job for us, did you?
Not quite. I really don't want to impose on you either.
Why don't you just tell us what's up? We can't guarantee we'll be able to help, but I'd still gotta hear you out before we're saying for sure.
Well, thank you. It's about Judith, you see. We haven't been able to get in contact with her for a few days now.
Really?
Do you think she's because...
It's gotta be because of that story getting around.
That's what I was thinking too. It's completely fabricated, so I wouldn't have expected her to get worked up about it. But the timing sets off a red flag, and that's why I was hoping you'd look for her. This is Judith Lannister we're talking about, right? She always struck me as the kind of person who let nothing get her down. Maybe that's more how someone appears to be that way, the more sensitive they are deep down. No, she's super hard-headed lady who doesn't know when to quit. Very. Yeah, Alfred doesn't know when to quit. What Alfred?
Just ignore them. If she's still missing when people get back to the capital the day after tomorrow, we'll see what we can do. Till then, I'll give some of my contacts a call and check if they've heard anything.
I would also be happy to look into what I can find on the network. That sounds more than enough, thank you both. I don't think we should worry about her too much, especially since we know the article is made up. But if we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we can. Thank you so much for being accommodating, guys.
Seriously though, the King's as tough as now. She'll be fine.
You said you ran into her last weekend, didn't you, Van?
She was looking for proof that Maxim was involved in the crime. Seems like to get reeled down after I told her suspicions about him couldn't be more off.
Kingster? What kind of crime? I'm having trouble following this conversation. Hardly surprising. It's not that important, but hopefully we'll get the chance to fill you in.
Anyway, I'm gonna hit up Dingo and Bomani for starters.
I'm too full to read anymore.
And here we are. And Long lies right on the border to the east, which doesn't have we don't already know who's there. November 14th, 11:25 a.m.
They're big rocks.
They're called Mountain Range. I've seen photos of this one, but it's even more impressive in person.
There's two in the area, Trishan Mountains to the north and Ishgal in the south. Both serve as dividing line between Central Samaria and the east. Aren't they known as the Solaris Mountains and the Kunlun Mountains? People from the east call them Solaris and Kunlun. Tinshan and Ishgal are officially designated names at the behest of the church. I gotcha. She probably learned about that in class. It's weird to think my homeland is just on the other side. It's basically a hop, skip, and a jump away.
You have to jump pretty damn high to get over that mountain, though. Home might as well be in a completely different world. Huh? Oh.
That bike was super duper cool.
I'd kill for a ride like that.
I thought I saw an ETS label on it.
Yeah, the man was riding one of the high-end models they released in spring. You have to be quite a large to ride one of those, and he was exactly that.
He had an impressive physique for a man of his age.
Why the long face, Van?
What's wrong? Are you caustic or something?
Nothing like that. Just got a bit of trauma with the guys who ride big bikes. I ain't talking about Hermes. She's been a huge help. This issue's exclusive to dudes.
Tyrolf really did a number on your psyche, huh?
Something like the dude makes me want to deck him in the face. Maybe it's the shades.
That's inadvisable, Mr. Way. He's been labeled as an S-Class threat by the Marduk. You're acquainted with an S-Class threat? Your choice of clientele is atypical, to say the least.
There's no way it could be him. What a joke. Just leaving my hometown, and yet here I am getting all nostalgic over this shit.
I'm lost in thought. Well, he is smiling, so maybe I shouldn't worry.
There isn't romance in this one. I think there is in the next one. I'm going to have to think about who my romantic choice for Van is. Agnes would be... kind of makes sense, but also it's kind of like... a bit dodge with the age stuff. But Elaine also comes out as a choice. It'd probably be one of those two. Maybe Judith. Judith is where the degenerate in me would go. Perhaps. Anyway, here we are in Longlai. 12:32 p.m. He is rather always on it with the times.
We're here!
So this is Longlai.
Wow, I've never seen anything like this.
It's got a whole kind of different eastern vibes compared to Longport.
It's like an idyllic town nestled in the mountains. The white smoke is from the steam from the springs, I assume. It certainly has a distinctive smell to it.
That's the smell of sulfur. It's a big part of being near a spring. Our lodgings are down to the right across the river. Let's go drop our stuff off before we do anything else.
There's so much stuff I've never seen before. It's so awesome. Everything smells so good, too. The screwed skewers, Mocky. What are these little things wrapped around them?
Yeah, I'm starved much. They're called zongzi. Actually, I'm starting to feel hungry myself. Same here. I feel like we had a little detour at the pit stop, but I could use a real meal.
Lunch is going to be waiting for us at our lodgings, though, isn't it? That should have some of the local cuisine, too.
That house is going to be significant. No need to rush, I guess.
What are those? They're hopping super black, too.
I don't know what they are. Maybe some kind of mantu.
They smell sweet and fragrant. Yumi's right about the color. Their lustrous black really makes them stand out.
I see I've got your interest. These are here.
Hot spring mantu using bamboo charcoal. They have black sesame jam inside them, as tasty as they look. They fill you up fast, so you won't have any room for lunch if you have one now. How about I buy some for everyone later?
They look so good. I guess we gotta wait lunch soon, but we have to come back here later.
Certainly know your stuff, young man. I'll be waiting.
Long Nine's known far and wide for its tea leaves. How about trying some of our confections made from them? Our matcha ice cream has been hot seller lately.
Matcha ice cream. It's a thing now? How'd you make something so bitter taste like... I gotta try it.
Can we? What happened to lunch? I've never seen someone whose brain function when it comes to sweets the way he does.
And with saunas and cars, dude's just insufferable.
We have to wait, you have to wait. Well, we'll be coming back here after lunch for the mantu, yes? Oh, this place looks so fancy.
It's pretty top class.
Which is quite the elegance and beauty to it. Can't imagine how expensive this is normally to stay here. We're staying for free, right? I feel guilty about that now.
Welcome. You must be Mr. Arkhide and his party. Yes, that's right. 6 adults and a child.
We have been expecting you. Welcome to the Hekizanro Inn.
We'll be happy to carry your belongings to your room, so you can have your lunch as soon as you wish after that.
Really?
Thanks, guys. Someone wasted no time in making themselves at home. So, the female room.
This room is so nice. Not so much as a spot of dust inside, and the furnishings are rather extravagant. Can we share bed, Danier? Fanny and Rosette can sleep in our bed too. The beds do look wide enough, so I don't see the harm in that. Maybe we should have a special Sammy party instead of a pajama party for the occasion. I don't know what it is, but I'm down. I would be happy to join in.
I'm with you too. What'd you expect? You're the kind of guy who can only sleep when he's by himself?
That's not it. I should have seen this coming. The little karate, I wanna be with the girls.
Anyway, gotta watch out for the quiet ones, cause there are hungry wolves somewhere under there, huh?
Don't call me Whittle Quaddy ever again. And I'm not a wolf. Whatever, I'm fine with this arrangement.
Try not to snore. Who's up for lunch? Oh man, I didn't think my taste buds have ever been this happy.
My mouth is bursting with flavor. That's called michio menchi, a local dish here in Longlai. The chicken is soaked in peach alcohol before using stir-fried, using garlic and soy sauce. Whoever thought of this is a genius.
Chicken's so tender, it's got that sweet peach quality to it you can't resist. Flavor is distinctive enough yet still being subtle. I call it the perfect blend of sweetness, fragrance, and juiciness. Chef here must be a real pro.
Some say it's so good.
Careful, it's almost all over you.
That was amazing. My mouth is in heaven right now.
And it sounds like whatever they have in store for you at dinner is going to be even better.
Going to be a traditional Eastern Kisake meal served with courses. Kayaseki? What's that?
It's a kind of one of those pretentious meals. They're all about presentation. Though in this case, I'm sure the Eastern cuisine is just as good as it looks. It's more of a Far Eastern thing than what I'm used to. Something I've noticed. How'd you know so much about everything here, Van? Huh?
I was wondering the same thing, actually. This isn't the first time you showed us around somewhere. Feels like you know this place far too well to have just come here for work.
I was hoping you wouldn't pick up on that. I lived there for a few years.
Really? When was that?
When I was 19, for about half a year. More in the training than for fun, though.
That explains it then. I suppose that must have been after you were separated from Elaine and Mr. Kincaid.
Oh, you were my age. Hard to believe you remember me still sharp enough to remember what happened over a decade ago. It was only 5 years ago, god damn it. I should be able to play your tour guide for you guys just fine. Like I said earlier, we're gonna split up for 2 hours. Go ahead and sightsee, stroll, or grab something else to eat. Guidebooks we got from the inn should help you around. Try to avoid going around alone, though. Especially you, May. You gotta be with someone else.
Aye, sir. If there's anything you would like to see, I would be happy to accompany you. There's so much I want to check out. I don't know if I want to start what you have in mind on ye. I want to see the temple, but I'm not sure where to go there first.
Drink, play, buy is my game plan. It's gotta be a spot for my young here, right?
Even if there is, I'm not going to be in any tour guide.
Guess I should help them around before they get themselves in trouble. So, we need 2 members to accompany Van. They can be swapped out later using the computer in the room. So we're gonna take... Quattro... Should I take Yume? I'm gonna take Quattro and Yume. Who can't do anything anyway, but I think this is probably a good place to say, if you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time when we explore the town of Longley together. Peace and love.